Hull obviously a tough one to take today. Things kind of conspiring against you a little bit on the injury front at the moment, of course.
Yeah, and that doesn't help us. We've had a run of results. The harder we try, the more injuries we've got, and the harder the challenges are becoming. So, yeah, it's going to be even more of a challenge going forward. But I think we have to. I'm asking the players to take a deep breath on the pitch and just relax a bit. I'm trying so hard. I'm going to chat with myself and tell myself to take a deep breath as well, because sometimes these things, it doesn't rain, it pours, and that's how it feels at the moment. So, yeah, we have some good players on the pitch. We've got plenty missing, which doesn't help with changes and options for me. But we have enough good players, and we've got to get them playing to their strengths and believing in themselves. They just look at the moment like they're trying too hard and they're just losing a bit of confidence. So it's certainly not the right time for me to be too pushy or critical with them. I'm actually looking forward to a week off. No midweek. I'm absolutely desperate for it, because if you do get into next Saturday without any more injuries.
That was going to be my next preemptive next question. It was, you must be. You've had midweeks, and you've got a whole week now to, I don't know, just maybe settle things down a little bit and prepare for the next game. Yeah,
look, I've done this a long time, and I know that in every week you have got 101 different topics you can discuss or talk about or coach, whatever it might be. You can't do all of them. You've got to pick one or two. So the biggest job I have now is picking the one or two topics that we think are most important to get us some wins, some clean sheets first, and then go from there. So maybe it's a time for back to basics. Maybe it's a time for actually stepping away from players, giving them a bit of space, because I think they're trying so hard and actually creating problems maybe for themselves by trying so hard. They want to do so well. They care so much about what they're doing, and they do look terribly disappointed, but they're trying so hard. I love them for it, and we're in it together, and we'll have a few days to maybe not talk about this, and then get going again. We're not having, circumstances are certainly not going our way. We're not having it as we expected, as we'd hoped, but there we are. We're just going to have to deal with it.
It's a long way, obviously. Latest, that doesn't look all that good.
No, that's going to be long term. So we're looking into the new year with him. There'll be plenty of players back before he's fit, which is a real shame for him. I mean, shame for us. A big shame for him. He's doing so well. With Reece being out to the new year, Joe Mason on long term, and Ben Rees still out. We've really. We're having to try so hard to make something happen when our creative players are not here. And Sam has come in and taken his chance, and that's an awful shame for him that he now goes back into that injury queue. But it's the opportunity for the next person. I thought Jordan Barry did really well today. A lot of pressure on him, and he did really, really well. So we have to believe and trust in our players. I do. It's a really difficult situation, but we have to look at it, I think, objectively, not underestimate the importance of every game we play, every point at stake, because we know we need those points. But sometimes to get that going, we actually have to just step back a bit and try to relax a bit, because they're trying so hard.
When you first came into the club, they were a club that weren't scoring too many, they were shipping some goals. So, and in your managerial career, which obviously stretches back, you'll have been in situations where it's just not quite going for you. And I suppose now's the time to draw on that experience.
Absolutely, and as I just go back to what I said a minute or two ago, there's 101 topics to talk about. Less is more. Keep it simple. Get behind each other. The supporters, I know they're disappointed today, but again, they supported the team really well, and everyone's going to be disappointed with our current form. But we've had some really good performances recently. Got nothing from it. It's amazing how that can sow a seed. Disappointment. We just have to march through that, show personality and togetherness and all those things which are intangible, but we do know make up a team. And we won't be the first team or the last team this year to have a dodgy run. We're having one. Life has not been made easy by our circumstances, but I still start the game today. I still go into the dressing room before the game, and I tell the players I think they're good enough. The players on the pitch are good enough. We've just got to find a way together to be good enough as a team, and we're just not quite doing that at the moment.